Hi everyone, welcome along to a very special Christmas Day edition of Jay's Virtual Quiz. Firstly, hopefully your Christmas days are going very, very well. This is due to go out at 10 o'clock on Christmas Day morning, but it's there to watch whenever you want. It's not like the usual Thursday and Saturday quizzes. It's like the pre-recorded quizzes of old back in 2020, where you can just compete whenever you want. You can get together with your friends and family, you can play on your own, however you choose to play the quiz whenever you watch it, basically. It's not festive, so there's no Christmas questions in here. It is all different categories. And what I've done is I've got 40 questions for you, and they are split over 8 rounds. So there's 5 questions in each round, and there is something in here for everybody. There is entertainment, science and nature, geography, art and literature, sport and leisure, food and drink. I'm missing one. History, that's the other one, and some general knowledge to finish off. So there is truly something in here for everyone. There's a couple of questions in there for children as well. So if you want to get a child on your team, if you want to get a bit of an advantage. And the questions have all come from back in 2020 and 2021 when attempted the Guinness World Record for the longest live streamed quiz. These are all questions from there. So I've taken inspiration from those. They're questions that I haven't really used. I think a couple of them might have been used over the last 3 years, but 3.5 years, nearly 4 years. Nearly 4 years of this. But yeah, so get yourself settled in. I'm going to go straight through with them. So I'll ask all 40 questions in one go. So that's 8 rounds, 5 questions per. If you want to write your answer sheets down, I'll give you a second. So 8 rounds, 5 questions in each, 40 questions in total. You want to write your answer sheets down? I can wait. Yeah, I'll leave you to do that. But yeah, so that's how it's going to work. So I'll ask all of 40 questions in one go. And then, like the pre-recorded quizzes of old, I'll tell you when to pause the video. And then all you need to do at that point, once you pause the video, take some time, think about your questions, because they won't appear. They're not going to be up on JVPQ questions or anything like that. So if you need to recap any of the questions, just rewind. You'll be able to do it with this kind of video. And then once you've done that, restart the video from the point where my finger will remove from the screen. It was the old joke I used to do on the pre-recorded quizzes. But yeah, so once that's done, come back in and I'll go through the 40 answers, and then you can see how well you did with the Christmas Day quiz. So without further ado, I think it is time to give you some questions and stop waffling. So let's do it. Welcome along to your special 2023 Christmas Day quiz. Get yourself settled in. 40 questions. I'm about to say 80 questions, then it's not. It's 40 questions. We'll kick off, as we always do, with entertainment, and starting with this, number one. In which bar does everybody know your name? So in which bar does everybody know your name? Number two, Will Young won the first ever pop idol, but who won the second? So Will Young won the first ever pop idol, but who won the second? These will be a little bit quicker, by the way. I should have said this at the beginning. They will be a little bit quicker than the normal Thursday and Saturday, but you can pause and take time if you need to. Number three, whose hips didn't lie in 2005? So whose hips didn't lie in 2005? Number four, what was the name of Rose's fiance in Titanic? So what was the name of Rose's fiance in Titanic? And finally, for entertainment, number five, Spider Pig appeared in which TV shows jump to the big screen? So Spider Pig appeared in which TV shows jump to the big screen? So round 2, get your science and nature specialists ready to go. 5 questions on these. Number 1, which common garden machine was invented by Edwin Budding in 1830? So which common garden machine was invented by Edwin Budding in 1830? Number 2, what are the 2 main elements of steel? So what are the 2 main elements of steel? Number 3, what kind of boom is produced when the sound barrier is broken? So what kind of boom is produced when the sound barrier is broken? Number 4, orology. Now, pay very close attention to the spelling of this because you might think it's something else. Orology is the study of what? It's all in the detail. The devil is in the detail. And number 5, a chiropodist would treat which part of the body? So a chiropodist would treat which part of the body? So get your history specialists ready to go for 5 of these. Number 1. Despite destroying nearly 13,200 homes and 87 parish churches, which disaster incredibly only officially registered 6 deaths. So despite destroying nearly 13,200 homes and 87 parish churches, which disaster incredibly only officially registered 6 deaths. Number 2, how many of Henry VIII's children became monarchs? So how many of Henry VIII's children became monarchs? Ooh. See if that's going to change. Yeah, it is. Number 3, who was assassinated at the Ford's Theatre in 1865? So who was assassinated at the Ford's Theatre in 1865? Number 4, the Iron Age came after which age? So the Iron Age comes after which age? Number 5, who did Algeria gain independence from? So who did Algeria gain independence from? Round 4 then, geography. Who's your geography specialist on your team? This is their time to shine. Number 1, which US state is the former prison Alcatraz? So which US state is the former prison Alcatraz? Number 2, Ecuador, Puerto Rico, and El Salvador all share which currency? So Ecuador, Puerto Rico, and El Salvador all share which currency? Number 3, which side of the road do you drive on in Australia? Good day, mate. On which side of the road do you drive on in Australia? By the time this quiz goes out on Christmas Day, you'll already be halfway through Christmas in Australia. Number 4, which country do the supermarket brands Aldi and Lidl originate from? So which country do the supermarket brands Aldi and Lidl originate from? And number 5, Mount Everest lies in which mountain range? So Mount Everest lies in which mountain range? So halfway through, it's time for your art and literature specialist to make a step up. Here's number 1. Who wrote the best-selling novel, The Da Vinci Code? So who wrote the best-selling novel, The Da Vinci Code? Number 2, who sculptured the statue David? So who sculptured the statue David? Number 3, which country was Vincent van Gogh? Oh, I've spelled that wrong. Let me see if I can edit that. Train. There's a lot of questions in here. 8, 7, 6. There we go. 5. Vincent van. I don't look right. What are you thinking of your answer? Let me just double check. That doesn't look right. Vincent. It is right. There we go. Which country was Vincent van Gogh from? Number 4, Jack, Piggy, and Ralph are the 3 central characters in which book? So Jack, Piggy, and Ralph are the 3 central characters in which book? And number 5, who wrote the poems If and Mandalay? Train. Do you know, it's a good job my train line. I was thinking about this the other day. It's a good job my train line that goes down the back of the house is relatively quiet and it's like one each way every hour kind of thing. Because otherwise, if I lived near a busier train line, I'd set myself up. Then we sat there going train all the way through quizzes. Right, round 6 is sport and leisure for you. Let's see who knows their sport and leisure. Number 1, which sport takes place at Wrigley Field? I say sport and leisure. I think I've only ended up doing sport questions, but never mind. Which sport takes place at Wrigley Field? Number 2. Oh, hang on. I need to just mute, take my camera down. I forgot this question was bigger than it should be. That one there. There we go. Who am I? I was born in Johannesburg in 1985. I won my only Olympic gymnastics medal representing Team GB in 2012, achieving bronze. And I also won Dancing on Ice in 2013. So who am I? I was born in Johannesburg in 1985. I won my only Olympic gymnastics medal representing Team GB in 2012, achieving bronze, and I also won Dancing on Ice in 2013. Number 3, how many different scoring areas are there on a dartboard? Oh, I need to put my camera back on. Yeah, how many different scoring areas are there on a dartboard? Number 4, the traditional claret jug is a trophy awarded to the winner of which sporting event? So the traditional claret jug is a trophy awarded to the winner of which sporting event? And number 5, Duckworth-Lewis is a method used to decide the winner of which sport? So Duckworth-Lewis is a method used to decide the winner of which sport? Round 7 then, making you a bit hungry. Food and drink for you with this. Number 1, which what links a vegetable and the emblem of Wales? So what links a vegetable and the emblem of Wales? Number 2, Battenberg cake is covered in what? Ooh, Battenberg. I'm making myself hungry now. Battenberg cake is covered in what? Number 3, Pink Lady, Jazz, and Gala are all types of what? So Pink Lady, Jazz, and Gala are all types of what? Number 4, what alcohol forms the base for Drambuie? So which alcohol forms the base for Drambuie? Number 5, what is the name of the cylindrical clay oven often used for cooking and baking in India? So what is the name of the cylindrical clay oven often used for cooking and baking in India? And it wouldn't be a quiz of mine without finishing with some general knowledge for you. So, 5 random questions, starting with this. Number 1, what was the short-lived Friends TV series spin-off called? So what was the short-lived Friends TV series spin-off called? Number 2, complete the advertising slogan. If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our what? So complete the advertising slogan. If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our what? Number 3, after tweeting out just his name on Twitter in 2011, which former politician has a day named after him? After tweeting out just his name on Twitter in 2011, which former politician has a day named after him? Number 4, what was the name of the sword in the stone in Arthurian legend? So what was the name of the sword in the stone in Arthurian legend? And your final question, number 5, which birds are generally associated with the Tower of London? So which birds are generally associated with the Tower of London? Okay, so that is all of your 40 questions spread across those 8 different rounds. So if you need to recap any of those questions, or if you want some thinking time, or whatever it, need a breather, go and get a drink, or raid the festive goodies cupboard, whatever it might be. In just a moment, I'll tell you when to pause the video, and then when I come back, I'll go through all of the answers and see how you did. So if you remember these from 2020, I made a silly little joke about how to pause the video now, which you'll need to do in just a moment's time. So if you need more time, if you want to recap, pause the video right about now. And welcome back. It was a silly little thing I used to do on all the pre-recorded quizzes. Anyway, right, let's see how you did then with these 40 questions. Have you got someone who's going to sort of fail at proving that they are a specialist on a certain round? Who knows? But let's see how you did. We kicked off then, as we always do, with entertainment. Here we go, number 1. Oh, no. That was an old question. Number 1. There we go. In which bar does everybody know your name? It is Cheers. Where everybody knows your name. Number 2, Will Young won the first ever Pop Idol, but who won the second? It was Michelle McManus. Number 3, whose hips didn't lie in 2005? It was Shakira. Number 4, what was the name of Rose's fiance in Titanic? It's Cal Hockley. If you've just put Cal, I'll give you the point. But yeah, his full name was Cal Hockley. Number 5, Spider Pig appeared in which TV show's jump to the big screen? It was The Simpsons. Science and Nature, number 1, which common garden machine was invented by Edwin Budding in 1830? It was the lawnmower. I mean, I've got a question. What did they do before that? Did they just use scissors in cutting each individual one? Oh. Number 2, what are the two main elements of steel? It is carbon and iron. Two main elements. Number 3, what kind of boom is produced when the sound barrier is broken? It is sonic boom. Number 4, orology is the study of mountains. I know some of you might have been thinking birds or something else, but yeah, orology is the study of mountains. And number 5, a chiropodist would treat which part of the body? It is the feet. History, round 3, number 1, despite destroying nearly 13,200 homes and 87 parish churches, it's the Great Fire of London that only officially registered 6 deaths. Yeah, so in the records, there's only 6 deaths attributed to the Great Fire of London. There were a lot more, but they were attributed to other reasons rather than actually having the Great Fire of London as the cause. Number 2, how many of Henry VIII's children became monarchs? There were 3. I did have the answers to hand, but you'll have to check. I've not got them in front of me now. Number 3, who was assassinated at the Ford's Theatre in 1865? It was Abraham Lincoln. Number 4, the Iron Age came after which age? It was Bronze Age. And number 5, who did Algeria gain independence from? It was France. Geography, number 1, which US state is the former prison Alcatraz? It's California. Number 2, Ecuador, Puerto Rico and El Salvador all share which currency? It's the US dollar. Number 3, which side of the road do you drive on in Australia? You drive on the left. Number 4, which country did the supermarket brands Aldi and Lidl originate from? It is Germany. And number 5, Mount Everest lies in the Himalayan mountain range. Round 5, art and literature. Number 1, who wrote the best-selling novel, The Da Vinci Code? It was Dan Brown. Number 2, who sculptured the statue David? It was Michelangelo. Number 3, which country was Vincent van Gogh from? I'm not changing that one. Netherlands. Number 4, Jack, Piggy and Ralph are the 3 central characters in which book? It's Lord of the Flies. Number 5, who wrote the poems If and Mandalay? It's Rudyard Kipling. Sport and leisure, number 1, which sport takes place at the Wrigley Field? It is baseball. Number 2, I was born in Johannesburg in 1985. I won my only Olympic gymnastics medal representing Team GB in 2012, achieving bronze. And I also won Dancing on Ice in 2013. It was Beth Tweddle. Number 3, how many different scoring areas are there on a dartboard? There are 82. So there's 4 different scoring areas for each number. Plus you've then got the outer ball and the inner ball as well. The traditional claret jug is a trophy awarded to the winner of the British Golf Open Championship. And number 5, Duckworth Lewis is a method used to decide the winner in cricket. Food and drink, number 1, what links a vegetable and the emblem of Wales? It is leek. Number 2, Battenberg cake is covered in marzipan. Number 3, Pink Lady, Jazz and Gala are all types of apples. Number 4, alcohol that forms the base for Drambuie is Scotch whiskey. Scottish whiskey? Scotch whiskey. Sounds like I've had a couple, but I haven't. Scotch whiskey. And number 5, what is the name of the cylindrical clay oven often used for cooking and baking in India? It is a tandoor. And general knowledge, number 1, what was the short-lived Friends TV series spin-off called? It was Joey. Number 2, complete the advertising slogan. If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club. Number 3, after tweeting out just his name on Twitter in 2011, which former politician has a day named after him? It's Ed Balls. Number 4, what was the name of the sword in the stone in Arthurian legend? It was Excalibur. And number 5, which birds are generally associated with the Tower of London? It is the ravens. And so there you have it. 40 questions, 40 answers. How did you get on? Let me know. There'll be a post that has the link to take you to this quiz. So pop your scores in there and let me know how you got on. If you need a tiebreaker, I haven't done one for this, but if you need a tiebreaker, rock, paper, scissors. And if there's any disputes as well, rock, paper, scissors, because obviously I'm not here to kind of like officiate. So yeah, rock, paper, scissors sorts out all disputes. So that is all you need to do if you need to break the score or anything like that. That is it for your special Christmas Day quiz. Hopefully you've had fun. Hopefully you've enjoyed yourselves, maybe got the family together or played on your own, however it might have been. Hopefully you've enjoyed yourself and had fun. There is still more quizzes to come over the festive period. There is a live quiz, 25, 26, 27, 20. There is a live quiz on the 28th, Thursday the 28th of December. As usual, it'll be the last live quiz of 2023. There'll be another quiz, 28, 29, 30th. There'll be another 50 question quiz, usual format on Saturday the 30th. And then there'll be a New Year's Eve quiz. Similar to this one, a New Year's Eve quiz will go out as well. And a New Year's Eve quiz countdown. So there's two quizzes on New Year's Eve, actually. I've just realised, yes. So there's a quiz that will go out at 10 a.m, same as like this one did, with a review of the year, and then there'll be a New Year's Eve countdown quiz as well. That will be on New Year's Eve to count you into 2024. Other than that, that is it from me. Thank you very much for playing. Thank you very much for joining in and being a part of this, and I will see you all soon. Have an incredible rest of your festive period, and that's it from me. As always, take care. We'll see you soon. Stay safe.